What's the first thing anyone does before they start their day? You wake up, right? Simple. Well, over the holidays, when people were out boozing, partying, falling off rental scooters, what else are people doing? Trips around the world? Generally having fun. I too was having fun. But I was also reflecting. I was reflecting on my 2025, my 2026, and I was thinking just how happy and friendly had I been over that time. And how happy and friendly could I be in this year, 2026. And hence I came up with this thought of, in my mind, of the Happiness Club. This notion of the Happiness Club. And it's so needed right now in this day and age, isn't it? Got presidents getting shot at, wars, fuel prices going up, food rise, political fighting, upheaval, fighting even in our own hearts and amongst ourselves, not being kind to ourselves. And I started realizing and thinking, how do I do this? How do I start to be a bit more happy, friendlier? And it all starts in the mind. And I started using this thing called NLP. NLP. Neuro-linguistic programming. So what it is it's changing how your mind always processes and thinks of things. So if I got this record, and this record keeps on playing the same old sad songs. Sad songs, they say, so much. Ta-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na, turn on those sad songs. Yeah, so I got this record, and this represents my mind. It's playing the same over and over and over. And I got a knife and I scratched that record. Now that record can't play that same song anymore. Can't play the same unhappy memories. The whole mind has escaped from it. So there's a few people I know that have the same sort of outlook on this. I've got a friend that he does a bit of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and he's joined the Happiness Club. So he gets a banana and ties a piece of string to the banana, and he walks around the mall and supermarkets. What a care in the world. He's breaking the social norms that people have this stigma of looking at he's a crazy person. People will ultimately come up to him and talk and say, hey, and they start to build a conversation and it goes from there. But he doesn't have that, he's escaped that judgment from his own self of thinking how weird and how society has got him trapped. He's broken the record. He does the same thing with a grape, goes into the supermarket teller, puts one little grape on the checkout counter and just looks at the teller and says, yep, just one grape. Ultimately, he's breaking his pattern again of social conditioning. He doesn't need her approval or her disapproval. He doesn't care. And ultimately, doing that is escaping the feeling of not being rewarded, and he can be happy in his own self. Now, we've got to look out though. Yeah, there's a few places, I heard on the news there was a bunch of monks, and they were doing this walk for peace. They're walking along, and they would take their loving kindness and be part of in America, just telling how kind and beautiful a human can be. Some people would come up to them and weep at their feet. They've never seen this before. The unfortunate thing was some guy got so excited, a spectator or a supporter, racing along and crashed into some of the walkers. And there was one guy that lost his leg. So instead of, he was looking at it, all these operations that he'd have to have, but he had this happiness inside him. He wasn't stuck in the same, have to do everything that society has told him in this surgeries. No. He just opted for his leg to be amputated. He thought, instead of having all these surgeries, the monk thought, fuck it, I'll just have my leg cut off. And he's happy. He's ultimately happy and he's happy for it. And I thought, if he can be happy with one leg, I sure as hell can be happy with two legs, can't I? But we have to be careful. In some places of the world, too much happiness, you're smiling, someone will look at you and think you're up to no good. The cops might come and get you, try to arrest you. But not in New Zealand. Not in New Zealand, no way. We're all for smiles. We love them. Woo! And I even hear at McDonald's, you go in and you ask for a cheeseburger, there's a Happy Meal you can get. I don't eat McDonald's because the food is rubbish, but they also give you smiles for free. How awesome is that? That's the best. So there you have it, the Happiness Club. NLP, change your mind, change your life. And one more thing, if you go outside and you see the weather, it's so bad, you can't really go out to work, it's just so tense with the Wellington weather, how it is, don't worry about it, because of that wind will get all your worries, and you've got all those worries lined up, it'll just blow them right out of the hemisphere here in Wellington. It'll suck them right off. Gone burgers. So there you have it. That's about all there is to say on the Happiness Club. I'm sure there'll be people lining up wanting to join and registering for the next event. Thank you.